All right, so welcome to Pilates. Happy Monday. I hope y'all had a lovely weekend. We're gonna get this party going. As most of you hopefully already know, all you need for this workout is yourself, a little bit of room. I've been preparing for working out in a small cell. This is finally an application of my skill sets. So you just need yourself, and as we're going along, this should be accessible to everyone regardless of how you're feeling today. So as we're going along, you just be really present in your body. You feel, is this work, is this straight? Am I in alignment, am I out of alignment? Have I started to get fatigued to the point that I lose the form? If at any point you get so tired that you are getting sloppy, just chill out. If you're not used to doing a particular movement, you will probably get tired pretty quickly. So just listen to your body, be present in it. If anything hurts, stop. And thank you so much for joining. So I'm gonna hop back to the mat. All right. So we're gonna start out with a couple big cleansing breaths. And again. Hands to the opposite knee and rotate. And bring it over to the other side. Bring it on back into the middle. Switch legs in front. And again, we're going to take a couple deep breaths. And again. Walk your hands as far forward as you can get them. So we're keeping both butt cheeks on the ground and just reaching. Take another deep breath here. We're going to roll it on back up to sitting and then come all the way up to standing. So for this first standing part, you can be on your mat, on your floor, whatever's comfortable for you. We're going to start it off. I'm going to flip this just a little bit. All right. So we're going to soften the knees. So we're not going to lock our legs straight. They're going to be soft. And I'm going to keep my upper body strong because my core is engaged. I'm going to be able to do whatever I want with my arms for this. But I'm going to sit back in my invisible chair and take one foot forward. And then come sort of up to standing. And then I'm going to take that foot over to the side and come up to standing. Then I'm going to take it back behind me, come up to standing. And I'm going to go back the way I came. So I'm going over to the side and center, forward and center. So as I'm doing this, I'm really mindful that my butt is going back as opposed to this knee going forward. So from the side, it'll look like this. I'm going to have my butt sitting back, trying not to have this knee poke forward too much. Sit back on the chair as I tap my foot. And I'm going at my pace, and you're going to go at your pace because we want breath and movement together. And I'm going to really focus on butt going back. And if I want to add a little bit more to it, I can bring that knee up in between, over to the side and up. That's just if I want to add to it. That's an option. This is what I'm doing with my arms because I find it helpful to help me with the balance. You can do whatever. Maybe you find it helpful to do this. Really important thing, again, is the leg that's on the ground. That butt is going back, and I'm paying attention to my knees in relationship to my ankle. Again, if I want to add, I can bring that knee up in between. How you doing? How's your butt? Everybody's butt good? Woo. We're going to do just a couple more all the way through. Really paying attention to the leg that's on the ground. Yeah, how's your butt? Last time, all the way through. Whew. Yeah, butts. Last time, taking it forward and relax. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Big cleansing breath. And again, Good news. You got 2 butt cheeks. Soften the knees. So again, thinking about it like we're sitting back on a chair. Do whatever you want to with your arms. Keep the upper body strong. The core is not resting. I'm going to take that toe forward and center. To the side and center. Taking that toe as far back behind me as I can and bring it back up. Go the way I came. Back to the side and forward again. So as I'm doing this, really paying attention to the leg that's on the ground. Butt is going back. Think sitting on a chair and center. Sitting on a chair and center. It's a little Goldilocks. So I want to sit on a chair and I want to put my foot into just the right foot bath. Which foot bath do I want to put it in? Oh, that one's too cold. No, that one's too warm. Oh, that one's too cold, but it's nice now. Oh, this one's just right. Whatever. And I can bring that knee up in between if I want to add another element of balance to it. How we doing, y'all? Really thinking about this butt cheek, making sure that knee isn't popping forward. It's just my butt going back. How we doing? So far, so good, y'all. A couple more times all the way through. You will probably find that one side is a little bit easier than the other. That is not unusual. We tend to have one leg that we put our weight on, and that leg will be stronger. One more time all the way through. And one leg that's a little bit more flexible. But through doing these sort of things, we're hoping to balance out these asymmetries. One more time. And shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Big cleansing breath. And again. So again, I'm going to soften the knees. Butt goes back, core is super tight. Again, I can do kind of whatever I want to do with my arm. I'm going to basically do a similar thing, but to just the side. So I'm tapping to the side, bring it on up. Tap to the side, bring it on up. So I'm going for distance with this leg. This knee, still keep it above the ankle because my butt is going back. Tap to the side and come up. And if I want to, I can add to it. Now, if I feel any weirdness in my knee, I might want to rotate this foot out so I'm not here, but here. That can be helpful, especially for those of us who have any sort of knee issues. Tap to the side, we can bring it on. So your first option to add to it is to bring that knee up. Would you like another option? We're going to extend it out, but never touch the floor. Just a hover and a raise. Yeah. Hover and raise. So you got multiple options here. You can have this knee, you can have this hover, or it can be a tap and a center. It depends on how you're doing today. 4 more. Butt goes back, butt goes back. Sitting on a chair. 1 more time. Now this one we're gonna hold. Extend that leg out and hold it. Butt goes back, butt goes back. Stay super strong. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Big cleansing breath. And again. You know what's up? Good news. 2 butt cheeks. All right, we gotta do the other side. So again, soften the knees. Think sitting back on a chair. Core is tight. I'm not gonna let it just chill out for right now. Other leg, tap and come in. Tap and come in. I'm sitting back on my chair and coming up to standing. Now if I want to make it a little bit more exciting, go a little bit further with it. And if I want to make it even more exciting than that, I can bring that knee up. Tap and raise. This is what I feel like doing with my arms. Again, you can kind of do whatever. If it's helpful to do this, you can do this. I find it helpful to do these like speed skating arms. Now again, if I want to add another element to it, I can hover with the foot. And I just turned this base foot out because again, sometimes it's more comfortable for the knee. If I'm feeling anything weird in the knee, I'm going to be really, really aware of that. And then I'm going to adjust accordingly. I'm going to take care of my joints because they take care of me. Whew, yeah. So I got my option to hover, my option to knee raise. 4 more. Whoop. 2 more. You know where it's going from here? I'm going to bring it up, and then I'm going to take it out and hold it. Yep, so butt is back, butt is back. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Big cleansing breath. 1 more time. All right, so we did a little bit of butt work. Let's stretch it out with an eagle. So I'm going to take the right leg, bring it up into my chest. So as I'm going along with this, you can join me as I keep adding, or you can stop at any point and be like, this is good. So this is our first stretch here. I'm going to turn my face foot out a little bit. The right knee, bring it across the chest. Take a deep breath here. So I got my right knee across my chest. I'm going to bring it up and over to wrap around. Ooh, I'm having a day, y'all. Bring it up and over to wrap around the leg that's on the ground. I'm going to take my time with this. Then I'm going to put my right elbow on my left elbow. Palms come together. I'm going to find something to look at that's not moving, because that makes this easier. And then I'm going to bring my elbows down towards my knees. Now, if I fall out of this at any point, like I already have several times, what I'll do is I'll start from the top. Bring the knee into the chest, bring it across the chest, bring that leg around the other one, then add the arms. 1 more breath where you are. Come on, back up. And out. Same business other side. So again, I'm going to turn out my right foot, bring the left knee into the chest. Deep breaths here. So to take that knee, bring it across the chest. Take a couple of deep breaths here. Again, you could just stay right here if you didn't want to add to it. That's totally fine. But if you do want to add to it, we're going to bring it up and over. I'm having a day, y'all. Knee to the chest, across and around. And then I'm going to bring my elbow on top of my elbow. And then I'm going to bring my elbows down towards my knees. So these are all options. And again, I can find something to look at. Right now I'm looking at a bucket. It's a bucket full of eggs the friend brought. We're going to take another couple deep breaths here. 1 more deep breath in your eagle. Come on, back up. And nice. We're going to shift gears. So I'm going to come on down towards my mat. And I'm going to plant my bum so that I have plenty of mat behind me. I need something to keep time. Whew. How was everybody's weekend? Did you have a crazy well time? All right, water's important. All right, so we're down to the end of the mat. Butt planted, feet planted. Articulate the spine down. We're going to start with my favorite part of the day, when we just roll around on the floor like idiots. So if it feels good to bring your knees into your chest and to rock side to side, then do it. If it feels good to straighten out the legs, to bring your knees towards your armpits, whatever. To rotate your hips around, whatever your body is like. You know what sounds good right now? A little bit of this kind of movement. A little bit of this kind of movement, whatever. Couple deep breaths, just enjoying being on the floor. And relax. All right, we're going to go through our checklist of things that we do before we do our Pilates 100 or Pilates 10. These are really foundational exercises. And I'm going to engage a bunch of muscles even before I add any movement. And it's not going to look like I'm doing a lot, but if I'm really present in my body, it is a lot of work. So for instance, I've got this space between my middle back and the mat that I'm going to press down. I'm going to take that space away by engaging my core and pressing my middle back against the ground. So I've already got all of these muscles engaged. Then I'm going to tighten my pelvic floor. Those are the muscles I use to stop peeing, and squeeze my butt cheeks. I'm already doing a lot of work even though it doesn't look like I'm doing anything. And then use my abs to bring my legs to tabletop. I've already got a lot happening. Then I'm going to lift my shoulder blades away from the ground, using my abs to do this. So I bring my hand up behind my head with me so that I can keep this angle so I'm not hurting my neck. I'm just keeping the same angle, and this would work for my abs. Arms in the sides. So I've got a lot going on here. I'm just going to go through my checklist. Middle back flat, legs at table, squeezing the pelvic floor, shoulder blades lifted. Take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Filling up the ribcage there. Exhaling out. When I'm ready, I'm going to add tricep beats for 5 arm beats. Breathe in. For 5 arm beats, breathe out. Still going through my checklist. Middle back flat, legs at table, shoulders lifted. I've got all this stuff happening. If I want to add more to it, I can straighten the legs out and externally rotate them. So they form a V at the heel. Heels together, toes apart. For 5 arm beats, breathe in. For 5 arm beats, breathe out. If I want to add even more, I can take those legs and lower them down. Two more deep breaths here. And one more time. Bring the knees back into the chest and relax. Nice. I'm going to go through that whole list again. Middle back flattens against the ground, so I'm tightening my core. Squeeze the pelvic floor. Bring the legs to table. Lift the shoulder blades. I want to make sure that I'm lifting my shoulder blades and not straining my neck. If I feel this in my neck, I'll chill the hell out. And then I'm going to try it again in a little bit. Hands next to the knees for the Pilates 10. Hands go down, legs go up. Inhale, come back. Exhale, hands go down, legs go up. Inhale, return. Exhale, extend. Inhale, return. It's really simple, so it allows us to be very precise with it. Middle back flat. Squeezing the pelvic floor, shoulders are lifted. Three, two, one more time. And relax. I'm going to plant the feet right next to each other. Head, shoulders, and arms are going to chill out. Turn out the heels, turn out the toes. So now my feet should be shoulder width apart. That's how I want to find the distance to place them. Heels press down, and then I'm going to peel up off the mat, lifting my tailbone first, then one vertebrae above that, then one above that, then one above that, then one above that, squeezing up into a shoulder bridge. I'm not going for maximum heights. I'm going for lifting every single vertebrae one at a time. And then I'm going to lay them back down from the highest one, back down until the tailbone's on the ground again. Super easy, but very precise. So we're going to peel it up, one vertebrae at a time, squeeze up into a shoulder bridge, and then roll it back down one vertebrae at a time. Rolling it up into a shoulder bridge, gently lowering it back down. Exhale on the way up. Inhale on the way back down. Super chill so far. We're going to do a couple more of these. Exhale, squeeze up. Inhale, lower back down. So again, I'm not going for heights. I'm going for one vertebrae at a time. So I actually end up in this sort of V shape. We're going to come back up one more time and hold it. I'm holding it in the shoulder bridge. If I want to add more to it on the board, I can lift up my toes. Keeping the toes lifted, heels down. Keep squeezing the butt. Keep squeezing the butt. One more deep breath here in the shoulder bridge. And I'm gonna lower it back down one vertebrae at a time. Cool, we're going back up into the shoulder bridge, and then we're adding bells and whistles to it. So again, feet are shoulder width apart, lifting up one vertebrae at a time, squeeze up to the shoulder bridge. Cool, hold it here. Gonna bring the right knee into the chest, right leg up to the sky, right knee into the chest, and squeeze, 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 squeeze the butt as I lower the foot back down. Left leg, knee into the chest, leg up to the sky, knee into the chest, lower the foot back down. So the times I'm really, really squeezing my butt are anytime the leg is coming down. Leg is coming down, so I'm squeezing, squeezing, squeezing. I'm alternating right and left, focusing on keeping that shoulder bridge posture. I'm really aware of what muscles I'm using. I'm not going to zone out. And I'm going to keep the left and right hip at the same height. One breath at a time. Remember to keep squeezing the butt, especially as the leg comes back down. 2 more to each side. Now, if I wanted to add a little bit of flavor to this one, I could always put ankle weights on, like a 1 or 2 pounder would probably be pretty solid. And last time, bring that foot back down and articulate the spine down. Bring the knees into the chest and do a little bit of a rocky situation. Woo! Cool. We're gonna add to it. Plant the feet. Again, we start with them together. Heels turn out, toes turn out. That's how I find the distance that I want. And then I'm gonna peel up, lifting the tailbone, one above that, one above that, squeeze it out to my shoulder bridge, hanging out here. I'm gonna add to what I did before. Right knee to the chest, legs straight up to the sky. Keeping that right leg straight. I'm gonna squeeze my butt to lower the heel down, bring it back up. Whoop, still doing it. Lifting and lowering that straight leg. The hard work is now in keeping that stabilization between the left and the right. So both my hips are at the same heights. Lift and lower, keeping that leg as straight as you can. If you need to bend it, you can bend it. It's not like it's a ton easier, actually. 3, 2. This time I'm going to lower that heel to hover just above the ground. Hold it here. Take a deep breath. Bring that heel back up to the sky. Knee into the chest. Plant the foot. Relax it back down. Same thing. Other side. So I've got my feet shoulder width apart. If I want to start over with the turning out of the feet, that's cool. Head, shoulders, and arms are rested. Squeeze it up into the shoulder bridge. Other leg. Knee into the chest. Leg up to the sky. Then I'm going to lower the heel to hover. And then back up to the sky. Exhale, lower. Inhale, raise. Keeping my core busy this entire time. My glutes are working. Pelvic floor is working. The leg is still on the ground is doing some work here. It shouldn't hurt my lower back because I'm doing all of this. When we feel lower back pain in these kind of positions, it's usually because the abs are taking a break. One more time, we're going to bring that heel down to hover above the ground. Hanging out here, hips at the same height. Take another deep breath. Bring that heel back up to the sky, knee into the chest, lower back down, and relax. Stretch all the way out. Arms come up to the sky, roll. How y'all doing? Whew. I'm going to take a quick breath. Projecting the heart forward. Reaching across your legs. Feet are flexed. So just so you can see my feet. Feet are flexed. I'm going to take another deep breath here. I'm going to do a quick stretch. Right leg. Up and over the top. If I'm feeling it, I can take my left leg and fold it back too. I don't have to. It's fine either way. I've got my right knee bent up into my chest. Left arm up to the sky. So right knee, left arm. Take a deep breath. On the exhale, rotate to the right. So I've rotated over the bent right knee. Now I can just rotate like this and just hold my twist. If I've rotated far enough, I can take this left arm, thread it back through, and hands can find each other. Take another deep breath in the twist. And release. Legs are going to straight back out. So now I got to do the other side. So left leg comes up and over. If I feel like it, my right leg can fold back too towards my butt. Doesn't matter. It's not a big deal. Left knee is bent up into my chest. Right arm up to the sky. Right arm. Take a big inhale. Exhale, rotate left. So again, I can just hold this stretch. Look back to my left. If I want to add more to it, I can take this right arm. And if I've twisted enough, if I'm feeling particularly bendy in my spine today, I can thread that arm through, and my hands can find each other behind my back. Take one more deep breath. And release. How we doing, y'all? We're gonna do a little bit of core work before we move on. So we're resetting down at the end of the mat. Anytime when I get reset, make sure you're putting space. Articulate it down. So you probably remember the eagle from when we were standing. That's the one where I brought my knee up and across and then wrapped the legs. We're gonna do that exact same thing down here, and it is buck wild. So I'm starting by bringing the right knee into my chest, and then I'm gonna wrap it around the left leg. So I actually came far enough. I happen to be bendy enough. I've done this enough times. I can bring my right foot over by my left ankle. That's how wound up I am. Then I'm going to take my right elbow on top of my left elbow, wrap my arms around each other until my palms come together. So I'm pretty twisted up here. I'm going to lift up my shoulders. My middle back is flat against the ground, so it's like we did with the Pilates 100. I'm going to keep my shoulders lifted and add a reverse crunch. Yeah, buddy, this is the ego crunch. So it looks like it shouldn't be that hard, but you will feel this pretty quickly. I keep my shoulders lifted and then add a butt lift, butt lift, butt lift, butt lift. Bring the knees towards the elbows, middle back, trying to keep it relatively flat so I don't let my butt drop so much that I lose that flatness in my middle back. I'm lifting my shoulder blades nice and high to keep my middle back supported as well. 3, 2, 1, and relax. What? Why does it feel so hard? So again, I'm gonna bring, this time, the left knee into my chest. Left leg is gonna come up and around, and it's gonna wrap around the right leg. So the more I can bring it up before I bring it around, the further I can usually twist it. Left elbow into the right elbow. Hands come together, lift the shoulder blades up. So I've got my shoulders up, I'm gonna keep them up, lift the butts. It's a reverse crunch to turn it into an eagle crunch. Yeah! It's way harder than it looks like it should be. Crunch and crunch, keeping those shoulders lifted, middle back supported. I'm not letting my feet drop too far. I'm going from middle back flat to butt lifts, basically. Really focusing on the spine here. Shoulders lifted, shoulders lifted. Just a little bit further. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Woo! All right. I'm going to bring the right knee back into my chest. I'm going to take that right knee over to the left. Upper body, twist back to the right. So the right knee and the right shoulder going opposite directions. Take another deep breath here. Come on back into the center. Left knee into the chest. We're going to take that left knee, push over to the right. Upper body twist back to the left. Take one more deep breath here. Roll it on back in the center. All right, you got one more ab thing before we can move on. One more supine ab thing. Yeah, Timaree, we got this. We're super hardcore. Bring the knees into the chest. Bring the elbows to the knees. Lift the shoulder blades up. So we're crunched into a teeny tiny little ball. I'm going to straighten it all the way out. And then bring the opposite knees together. Straighten it out. Really focusing on the spine here. So the shoulders are up and my middle back is flat. Crunch back into my wall. Inhale, open. Exhale, crunch. As I'm doing this, I'm also going to listen to my hips. I'm not going to extend the legs so low that my hips pop. I'm going to be really present in my body. So I don't have to go super wide. Maybe it makes more sense for me to reach more towards the sky and then crunch back in. If my hips are popping, I'm going to aim my feet more towards the sky. And I'm just going to focus on what's going on with my spine. I want my middle back fully supported. Shoulders lifted. Inhale, open. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, open. Exhale, crunch. Just a few more. Really focusing on my spine. If I start to lose the form because I'm fatigued, I'll just chill the hell out. You know, hop back in. 3, 2, one more time. And flip it over to your stomach. How novel. Bring the shoulders up away from your ears. Stretching out the abs. Don't come up so high that this hurts your back. Just enough to get a little stretch. Bend one knee. Look over your shoulder at your big toe. And switch. And relax. Lower it on back down. How y'all doing? We're going to do a little bit of arm work. A little bit of final step. We're actually going to be stealing from yoga for a second. I'm not a yoga instructor, so if this is not what you're used to in yoga, that's cool. Cool, you got new stuff. All right, you're going to press it up. Push it back, separate the knees. Push the butt back towards your feet. You're going to take a deep breath here in this child's pose. Shifting the weight forward. Hands are directly underneath the shoulders. We can start it here in this modified plank, or if you're ready, tuck your toes under, take it to a standard plank. We're going to take a deep breath here. Heart is dropped. In this position, I've got my shoulders and my hips at the same heights. I got my feet about shoulder width apart, and I'm squeezing my butt cheeks. I'm trying to hold on to a quarter. Take another deep breath. Take the right foot, step it forward. I'm going to turn my left foot out so it's parallel to the back of the mat. And then I'm going to come on up into a lunge. Keep pushing forward into that front leg. Deep breath here. Take another deep breath. Go deeper into your lunge. One more deep breath. Go deeper into your lunge. We're going to open it up to the side. I'm still holding my lunge. Yup. One more deep breath here. Straighten out the legs. The back hand is going to come down towards the foot. Right hand comes up, palm facing back. Stretching out. Take another deep breath here. Cartwheel the hands down. I'm going to step that right foot back. I'm in a plank again. What? I can also be in this plank if I want to be in this plank. This plank is a straight line from my head, through my hips, to my knees. I'm not resting back here. I'm actively engaged. Or standard plank is totally cool as well. Making sure that I'm using the whole hand. My fingertips are actively involved in this. Take another deep breath. Left foot steps forward. Right foot turns out so it's parallel to the back of the mat. Bring it up. Deep lunge. I'm going to go a little bit deeper into that lunge with my next exhale. Take another deep breath. Lunge deeper. On the next one, I'm going to rotate open to my warrior two. Stay deep in that lunge. Deep, deep, deep. One more time. Straighten out the leg. Back hand comes down. Front hand comes up. Flip it so the palm is facing back behind you. Take another deep breath here. Cartwheel the hands down. That left leg is going to go back. Oh, look at that, and in the plank again. That's so wild. Who could have seen it coming? We're going through that whole sequence again. Take another deep breath here. Right foot steps forward. Left foot turns left. Bring it up. Press into that lunge. Deep breath here. With the exhale, I lunge even deeper. I'm going to keep that deep lunge and open up. One more breath here. Straighten out the legs. Back hand comes down, front hand comes up, facing back behind me with the palm. Cartwheel the hands down. The foot comes back. I'm in a dang plank again. Flat back, shoulders and hips at the same height. Heart drops. So I'm not rounding my back. I'm flattening it out. I've got a soft, empty space between the shoulder blades. Take another deep breath. Left foot comes forward. Right foot turns out parallel to the back of the mat. Lunge. With the exhale, I'm going to go even deeper into my lunge. On the next exhale, open it up. Staying deep in the lunge. Straighten out the legs, bring that back hand back, tilt it up. Palm faces back behind me. Cartwheel the hands down. Hop that foot back, plank one more time. We're going through the whole thing one more time, but now you're super good at it. Take another deep breath in your plank. Right foot steps forward, left foot turns open. Lunge. Lowering on the exhale. Opening up. Straightening it up, tilting it back. Cartwheel the hands forward. Planky, plank, plank. Oh, it's such a good time. Using the whole hand. Fingertips are as involved as the pads of the palm. Take another deep breath. Left foot forward, right foot turns. Bring it on up. Lunging deeper into that front leg. Open it up. Straighten out the legs, tilt it back. Cartwheeling the hand forward. We're going to bring that foot back. We're in our last plank. So I can either have it from my knees, totally cool here, straight line from the head to the hips, or in my standard plank, totally cool here, shoulders and hips at the same heights. We're going to take a couple more deep breaths, just hanging out in our super strong plank. One more deep breath. Push the butt back. Press the heels down. Stretch out the back of the leg. Take one more deep breath here. Walk or hop the feet forward. Let the upper body hang loose. Neck relax. Head hangs heavy. Just separate the feet a little bit. Just a little bit wider than the mat probably. Drop your bum. We want to find that position where we can come down into this little hermit squat. Our feet are far enough apart that our heels are on the ground, not so far apart that we can't balance. You want to find a place where you can organically sit and gravity is working for you to keep you here. So you might want to move your feet around, make sure they're wide enough that your heels are on the ground, not so wide that you can't balance. Take another deep breath down here in your little hermit squat. And then we're going to straighten it back out into the sky. And take our final cleansing breaths. Breathing in gratitude. Once again in celebration. Thank you so much for your hard work. Yay! You did it. All right. Thank you, everybody. So thank you for joining Pilates. As you already hopefully know, we do Monday through Saturday since the beginning of our week. And we do boot camp at noon, Pilates at 12:45. If you have a weekly membership, you have access to both. If you want recordings of this class, of any class, of something that you missed or that you do like, whatever, just let me know. And if you have any requests, stuff you want to work on, body parts you want to focus on, let me know. I want to make this for you. And if you have friends that you think would be fun to work out with together, tell them about Sweat with Timaree. We've got the website, sweatwithtimaree.com. So thank you so much. Everybody stay safe. Love you, love you, love you. Oh, I love you guys.